Hey, our truck won't change gears.
What do you
It's
mean?
not. It won't change out of first gear. Check engine light came on, and it won't change out of first gear.
Where are you at? Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Today's Monday, the 18th. I'm exhausted. We had a super long weekend. We headed out to Vegas on Thursday. We were there all weekend. Got home late last night. Took us like 6.5 hours, which should have taken like 4, but we just sat in traffic forever trying to get back. But one of my daughters had a college showcase soccer tournament down there, so soccer is pretty much a lot of what our personal time revolves around. So that was fun regardless. Got to spend some time with the family. Team handled the business while we were gone, which of course we're always appreciated and grateful for. Some good news. I was able to interview someone last week for the position, and they accepted the position, or well, we offered a position, they accepted. So we'll get training going here within the next week so that they are good to go by the beginning of the month. So it gives about a week and a half, 2 weeks to get them, processed through all the paperwork, the trainings, all of the fun stuff, and get them rolling on their own. So we're excited to have Casey on board. Let's see, today is a crazy day, an absolutely crazy day. We actually had one of our commercial clients book up pretty much half the day. They needed a minimum of 1 full load done, plus they have another property where they had some squatters and they were finally able to get them out. So we got to go through and clean out that property, but they rescheduled till tomorrow, thankfully, because Monday ended up filling up like crazy. It's actually one of the few times I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna figure it out. So we started the morning with the full load. The team is working on that right now, and then so we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the schedule for right now. The issue, or the part that's going to be hard, is going to be between 10:30 and 1:30. So we have a 10:30 to 12:30, 2 11 to 1s, and then 1 11:30 to 1:30. So we don't know how big any of these jobs are. We go blind into everything. 2 of those 4 I just mentioned are online bookings, so we really don't get much detail from those. And the other 2 were booked either by myself or my wife. The biggest issue is over the weekend, our daughter, who is more of our virtual assistant, was out on spring break, so she really wasn't doing too much over the weekend, and my wife and I were just taking calls, booking appointments. And last night we're getting everything entered in. My daughter's back at her dorm getting everything entered in, and we realize we have a tight window. So we called in one of our on-call guys to come in, and then he had no problem coming in. He was ecstatic, actually. He's excited to get ready for spring and summer. And then unfortunately he called in sick. So we were gonna have 3 guys in the truck so that we could be able to power through everything faster than usual, but that changed. Normally a tight schedule like that we wouldn't really worry about, because I would be able to pop in when they were almost full, switch trucks with the guys, go dump their truck, they'd fill up my truck. By the time I'm back, then everything is good to go. However, we're busy with dumpsters this morning. We have 4 deliveries. 2 are done already. The next one is a little bit of a drive, though. It's gonna be about a 40-minute drive. So it'll be tight, but I might be able to switch with them here in that time window at some point, depending on when they're gonna get full. One of those, that last delivery, is a little bit more flexible on their delivery window. It's a contractor that does a lot of work with us, so they're not really too worried as far as when it gets delivered today, as long as it gets delivered at some point today. They will have the dumpster for 2 weeks, which again, we usually don't do, but for our repeat customers, clients, contractors, someone that's, you know, invested their time in working with us and investing in us. You know, we'll bend our over backwards a little bit more, so they'll have it for 2 weeks. We typically don't ever do more than a 7-day rental. All of our pricing includes 2 days on a dumpster, and then we're an extra 35 bucks a day after that. But we're probably gonna have to change that. We definitely need to buy more dumpsters though. I want to say a bare minimum, I need to buy 2 more 20s and 2 more 15s, maybe 3 more 15s, especially now that we have a driver that's going to take over dumpsters full time. It's now we have the capacity to really grow. We have a new website and a rebrand for the dumpster side of our business that's been in the works for a while now on the back end. That site is supposedly supposed to be done by the beginning of April. So new driver, full-time, new website, new brand, everything getting ready to launch for the dumpsters in April. We're excited about that. We've not always done dumpsters. We started doing dumpsters December 2021. We bought them just before the end of the year there. And dumpsters for us have always been a second thought. It's nothing we've ever marketed. Maybe in the last 2-ish years, I've maybe spent a couple $100 with a couple Facebook ads, but nothing that we've ever pushed. But this side of the business has grown pretty quickly without any marketing. So my wife and I decided at the end of last year that if it grew quickly with no marketing and no push from us just naturally, there is a lot of potential we're missing out on by not actually branding it and pushing it. So it will not be Temecula Valley Dumpster Rentals. We have a whole new brand that we're launching, a name that it's actually something that we got, gosh, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. But it's time now. So anyways, I'm at the yard. I got to shuffle around some of the guys' cars so I can get one of these dumpsters and get it all sent out or delivered. I booked this dumpster while we were in Vegas, and I should have done a little bit more research. The roads are tiny, and I'm trying to see if I have room to turn around up top, because I really don't have the room to turn the truck around and back in, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Based off the maps, I think I have room to turn around up there, but if I have to back out this driveway, it'll be a pain. I'll kind of flip you around, see what you can see. Yeah, this will be a pain if I can't turn around. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know. If I can get up in that to the left actually, and then back down to, yeah, we might be okay. We might be okay. I'm gonna stop up here though. Interesting. They're like Jeeps. All right, wish me luck. So this is super complicated. There's 3 Jeeps to my right, the Ram to my left. There's no way for me to do a U-turn up there. Really, the best option is for me to back out and then back in, but I don't think that is a good option either. So they're gonna move one of the Jeeps over for me so I can make sure not to hit that. Then they're gonna move this Ram, and I'm gonna try to go wide and get as far in there as I can, and then slowly creep out and kind of do a reverse U-turn. Not an ideal situation, but we'll see how it goes. All right. I just need this trailer to start swinging a little bit. There we go, there we go. I'm having to climb these rocks over here on my left. Shut up. This is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, something like that. All right, that was a pain. I'm sweating. All right. And that is the downside to having a truck and trailer. That is a pain. We run into those situations every once in a while. We don't run into them enough to motivate me to buy an actual truck system yet, but in reality, I don't know if any of our drivers would have been able to handle or be able to do that. I don't know if I would have let them. I probably would have told them to go ahead and scratch the delivery, because that is way too much risk to take. Especially, I don't think you could see, but behind me, you know, so I turned in and I had to jackknife my way out. You know, one wrong move and the wheels over the edge of the little mountain right there. So I don't know, a lot of chance for damage, a lot of chance for getting stuck, messing up the truck, jackknifing too far and hitting the cab. A lot of potential issues could have happened. So good thing I came. I will definitely have to pick this up. I think I will try to figure out how to back in that driveway instead of going doing that all over again, because that was not comfortable. But anyways, heading to go pick up right now. We have 5 pickups today. So gonna go start doing those. I'm gonna pick this one up, dump it, and then see if the guys need my help. If they need my help, then I'll shoot over to them, help them out, dump it again, and then go do that delivery. If they're good, then I'm gonna head over to that last delivery. So, this dumpster's for a repeat client, but the way this street is angled or pitched, I always have a hard time picking up this dumpster. I want to say I've picked up 3, or this might be the 3rd or the 4th one, but every time I struggle with it. Not gonna lie, it took me like 6 attempts maybe to try to get lined up as closely as I could, and even then it wasn't right. But last time I completely jumped my rails, which if you've never jumped your rails on a roll-off trailer, it is a pain, but looks like we got it. This is only about half full though, so I'm gonna call the guys, see how I can help. Actually, that might be them there. try to see if we can figure something out, because I don't want to dump a half full dumpster. Hey.
Hey, Bo.
Yo.
Hey, our truck won't change gears.
What do you mean?
It won't change out of first gear. Check engine light came on, and it won't change out of first gear.
Where are you at?
I just left CR&R.
All right. Pull over and I'll head your way. Yeah, I'll head your way right now.
Okay, I'll send you my location.
Okay.
All right, bye.
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 Well, there's that. Man. Oh, this is not the day, man. Not the day, not the day. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is like the worst nightmare when you don't have backup trucks. This is the absolute worst day for this to happen. When I recorded earlier, we were at 8 junk removal appointments, 4 dumpster deliveries. We now have 9 junk removal appointments and only 1 is done. My stress levels, I don't even know where I'm going, directions. Hello?
Hey, it's changing gears now.
Okay, start heading towards that first appointment. And
Yeah, I'm headed to Temecula now.
I'm gonna head there. No, you gotta go to Winchester, man, because Winchester started at 10:30.
Okay.
You can't do Temecula anymore. I will meet you. Maybe I'll try to do the Temecula one by myself. I have some room in this dumpster. Okay, just call me when you get to the Winchester one.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
They shouldn't drive it anymore, but I don't really have a choice. So we're in that time window I was talking about earlier that was going to be a very stressful time window. We're almost in the middle of it, and none of these 4 jobs have been touched yet. The team was at the transfer station for longer than expected. So this throws just a massive wrench in everything. So since it's shifting normally, I have them heading to those of I'm just stressed, man. Since the truck started shifting, I'm sending them to one area that has 3 appointments all within 5 minutes of each other. And there's 1 appointment that's out by where I'm at right now. And so since I just picked up this half full dumpster, I'm gonna go to this appointment by myself just so that we can buy ourselves a little bit of time. I need to get to them to check out the transmission oil though. Make sure that we're not low. I need another truck. I've been saying it for months, and the cost of not doing business for a day is the cost of a payment on a truck. So I just need to buy another truck. That's it for now. I went and knocked this job out by myself. I didn't know exactly what she had, excuse me. Thankfully, everything was on the side yard. Knocked it out 10-15 minutes. 368 was the total. But I need to buy another truck. I don't know why the Isuzu's giving us issues. It is due for service, so it needs to go in anyways, but I cannot be down a truck. Especially, we just hired someone. I can't say like, just kidding, hold on a couple weeks while we get our other truck fixed. So we've been on this journey this year of looking for Isuzus, dealing with the commercial financing, you know, finding them, and then finding out that the finance company won't work with that dealership, or finding one and then finding out that the dealership sold it to somebody else. And so after all those little hiccups, we just said, you know what, let's just wait. Let's put a pause on buying another Isuzu, and let's just find another Ram. We have another roll-off trailer sitting at the yard that doesn't get used. Needs a little bit of maintenance, but it doesn't get used, and it's just sitting there. So we should buy another Ram, or the plan was to buy another Ram, twofold. One, we had a backup in case this Ram went down for whatever reason, and we had another truck and trailer ready to go in case we did need to have a second crew running junk removal this summer. So I've just been kind of waiting and waiting. The used truck market is ridiculous. I could buy an Isuzu for the same price I could buy a Ram, so that doesn't make sense. In reality, I need a backup truck for the junk removal truck, and I need a backup truck for this truck, but I can't buy both right now. So I think I don't know what the right answer is, man. The quickest is to just walk into a dealership and walk out with a truck, but I don't want to buy a new truck. I would prefer to have a backup truck that's a little bit older, has already depreciated with the way this market is, and so that if we decide to go into an all-in-one system next year, I could just sell it and I won't lose too much money on it. So I don't know, I gotta start shopping. I already downloaded TrueCar and all the car buying apps that you need to start shopping around. So I'll take a look at those later and see what we get. It's always something. It's always something, you know. Even though things are a little stressful today, gotta reshift my focus, because this morning I was very thankful and very excited for what was to come, because we hired somebody, and that was a big step to overcome and just do. So I need to shift my focus. I need to stop feeding the negative thoughts and feed back into the positive thoughts and see kind of where we go from here. That truck has to go in for service. It has to, so I have to buy another truck. It is what it is. Time to shop around, see what I can find. I prefer to have a Ram. This Ram here is a 2022 with 93,000 miles on it, and it has never, or it failed us once, but that was the DEF system, so I don't really blame the truck for that. I blame the emissions crap for that. So prefer to have a Ram just because I know it. In reality, I would prefer to have a 3500 so we can have a little bit more pulling power. This is a 2500, so I'm going to be looking for 3500, 4500, 5500, or 2500. Honestly, really whatever I can get my hands on at this point. But I need to make a move relatively quickly, which I don't like doing. So we'll see what happens. All right, so another complicated delivery here. This time we're up in Duluth. We've done a lot of dumpsters here though. We've done a lot of junk removal work here, so I know how this drop-off should go typically, but they have a lot of people working on the house. It's a new construction build, so very tiny driveway and not a lot of space, so everyone is just kind of shuffling around trying to get room to where I can get the dumpster. Unfortunately, it has to go on the far back end of the driveway, so everyone's in the way, and no one's happy that I'm making them stop working, but it is what it is. We got a van to my left, a Honda and a Tesla to my right, along with a big old fifth wheel RV. Oh. It's about as far as it'll go. All right, delivery done. Yeah, delivery done. Let's see. I wonder if you can get a good angle here, or a better angle. So same thing with this one. I had to pull up here to the left, go up, and then jackknife to get back and reverse up there. Obviously, as you can see, this is not something that you want to drive off of, but I mean, absolutely beautiful up here. I just got a call from another client that has one of our dumpsters up here, and they are ready for a swap. So I don't really have time to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it done today. I'm gonna try. We'll see. Worst case, I'll have to figure out how to do it tomorrow, but. All right, so I am done for the day. I probably could have had a few more hours of work if I went to dump that last dumpster and do the swap for our customer that has that other dumpster, but I did not want to be out for another probably 4 hours just doing that swap, because the amount of traffic right now would be pretty bad. So I'm home now, gonna jump on the computer. My wife is out picking up kids from school. Gonna try to get a little work caught up. But it was a pretty stressful day, with just the possibilities or the thoughts of trucks going down. I'm not a fan. It's extremely stressful, but we've kind of put ourselves here. We need another truck, but we just didn't really know. We didn't really know what we wanted to do, and we didn't want to rush into anything. So after talking with my wife earlier, we believe the right move right now is to get another diesel pickup truck. Ideally, yeah, I'd love to have another Isuzu. I would love to have a second dump truck ready to go so we can launch another junk removal team here this summer. But the reality is we need a backup truck for both sides of our business, the dumpster side and the junk removal side. And buying a dump truck and a pickup truck is not realistic, or it's not in our cards right now. So since we have the spare roll-off trailer at the yard, we're gonna buy another pickup truck, because that truck and trailer can do junk removal or it can back up the roll-off side. So it gives us a lot of flexibility in what we can do or what we need to do or what we have the potential to do, I should say, at least. So we'll see what we find. I don't really want to spend a ton of money on a backup truck. Definitely don't want to buy new. There's a storm rolling in, which we never get storms here in California. It's tons of thunder right now, but so we'll see what we find. I would love to spend 25 to 35 grand on a truck, but I don't think I'll find anything in that price range. I'll probably have to be in the 40s, but we'll see what we find. We'll see what's out there. The market is still pretty crazy, but it is softer now than when we bought our other Ram. So we should be in a good position. So we'll see what we find. We'll see what we end up doing. We'll see what's going on with the dump truck. I got to make an appointment with the dealership to get it down there and get it looked at. So I'll end this video here, and yeah, you guys have a great day.